So yeah, the album is called Long Live Love. And what I did with this record that I've never done before in the history of my career, and I'll tell you this real quick, what I did with this album that I've never done before is because I started to struggle with a lot of anxiety, just the fear of, well, I have anything to say. I took off this past summer and I went back to my old neighborhood and I walked the track of my old middle school and went down by the riverside, and literally down by the riverside, and I went back to Gertrude's house where I was raised at, and just spent some time with the Lord at these places, just places in my life that I remember where I met God. And what I did is I wrote all the songs without production and without any dressing on them. I brought in 3 singers. And all I wanted to do was demo the songs, just piano with a soprano, an alto, and a tenor. And I wanted to see, will they speak without all of the dressing on them? No beats, no bass player, no string. I wanted to know, did I hear from the Lord? Did I hear songs that would resonate to a person's soul? Is God filling my pen with ink? With June being Black Music Month, the influence that people of color have influenced my music and career is probably just obvious because they're so great. They're so magical and perfect, and they tap into an emotion that is specifically very unique to us as people of color, and just curators of creativity. All the way from Marvin Gaye to Michael Jackson to Prince to Andre Crouch to Walter Hawkins. I've been inspired by people of color since I was a young kid, and I've always wanted to strive for a certain level of excellence, like I saw them do. Stevie Wonder, you could always hear the excellence in his chord structure, in his lyrical content, or Donny Hathaway, how you could still feel the church in the pain of his songs. And so I celebrate those shoulders I'm standing on, and I pray that I'm doing enough push-ups so somebody can stand on mine. Well, first of all, the main song has something that I was inspired by an artist. I want to know if you can catch the idea in the main song, but then I want to know if you can catch the song that I flipped in the bridge. Okay, so I took an old song and flipped it in the bridge for all the late people, and but again, man, I'm just humbled that y'all are here, and I hope and pray that everything I'm doing, that is no reflection of me trying to glory in myself. I'm just sharing with you guys just the glory of God and just what He's allowed me to borrow, and because I learned early on that God loves me, but He don't need me. And so I pray that this is not an opportunity to try to build up flesh, because I failed and I failed you if I do that. So I hope it's just a celebration of just the kindness of the Lord. The best advice that I can give up and coming songwriters is a quote that I heard many years ago that I believe was made by Quincy Jones, is to give the people what they want and sometimes leave your art on the wall. Because sometimes we can be so eclectic in our creative approach that sometimes we end up making music for the vacuum, and it never speaks to the people, but then we in turn want them to support the music and to spend their hard-earned dollar. And so you can't just make the song just for you. You've got to be able to speak to some of the things that they're going through that resonates with them where they are, so that they can be able to believe that you are becoming an oracle for their storm or for their struggle. And so sometimes the art has to hang on the wall and get at people what they want, and that's authenticity. Another one that I was trying to find a kind of a churchy bop type of moment, something that was kind of churchy, kind of bop, but my kind of church, kind of bop. And so there's a song called Favor, and it has a dual acronym. Fear always violates our right, and faith always validates our redemption. For me as a Christian artist, the most important part of the writing process is to be at a place where I can hear God whisper what I need to say and where I need to be. I fully believe with all my heart that God is a songwriter and that I'm the pen, and that it's my job to stay close so that when the writer needs to grab a pen, he doesn't have to look far. And so I want to stay close so that when it's time to birth the song or to borrow a song, that I'm so close that I can be able to get one very quickly. And so for me, that answer always has a spiritual component to it, because I believe that all of these gifts are, we're just managing them. And I want to be a good manager of it. I've been a BMI writer since 1993. And so that relationship has been one that I can trust them to be able to make sure that they are looking out for me, that they're protecting me, any opportunities that may come down the pipeline of being able to collaborate or just different ideas of how to approach old business in a new way. And so I've really enjoyed the relationship. I think that they are the best in the business at what they do. And I've been very thankful to be a part of their friendship.